Alrighty, we're back. Let's try page 2. Now we're looking at geometric formulas. So if you remember from our foldable, again, if you don't have your notes out from yesterday, please get them out. They are super helpful. The geometric and arithmetic are two separate different formulas. Arithmetic is when you're adding, geometric is when you're multiplying. This question is a fantastic science question. We're talking about animals, plants, fungi, slime, molds, and other living creatures are composed of whatever this word is. I guess I could go and ask somebody, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Eukaryotic cells. During growth, generally there is a cell called the mother cell, and it divides into two daughter cells. Each of those daughter cells divides into two more daughter cells, and so on. So the sequence shown represents the growth after n divisions. There's that n again because I don't know how many divisions have happened yet. Now, what I'm looking at is I'm trying to figure out how do I get from 2 to 4 and 4 to 8 and 8 to 16? What am I multiplying by? I know I'm multiplying because this is geometric, and I'm multiplying by 2. So I know this is geometric, I know this is a common ratio, and I'm multiplying by 2. So fill out this table again, just like we did on the first page. And I'm multiplying by 2 every time I have a new number. So pause your video so that you can multiply these by 2 for a second. Oh, not 8, 2. Multiply by 2. And finish filling out that table. Now, you'll get 512 as your 9th term. So how do we figure out our 10th term based on the 9th term? And you know what to do. How would you get the next number? If this is a 10 right here, what's this number going to be? Multiply your 9th term by 2, you'll get the next number. And you guys have done a really good job with that so far. I've been hearing good things about what's happening in your classes. So I have this 10th term. I can use my recursive formula to find the 10th term. So again, 10th is my n value, so I'm going to replace both of those n's with the number 10. And this 2. This 2 is my common ratio. Oop, hold on, there we go. This 2 right here, or this 2. It's what I'm multiplying by each time. Just like in before, this number, this 512, is this G9 number. Why? Because it's the 9th term. So I have the 9th term, I plug it in right here, I multiply, and I get 1024. Your turn. Try and find the 11th term. So 11 goes in place of n, and here's still my 2 because I'm multiplying by 2 each time. This stays as G11, but this is now G10 plus times my 2. Now my G10, I know what G10 is. It's this number right here. So G11 equals, that's an 11, I promise, 1024 times 2, which gets you 2048. Which, if you haven't had a chance to play that game, you should Google, well, maybe don't Google it, it's kind of addictive, but 2048, it's a great game if you haven't tried it before. Now, explicit formulas. These ones are by far my favorite. I like the explicit formula because I can find bigger term numbers, like the 20th term. I don't have to multiply 2 20 different times to figure this out. I have my formula, my explicit formula. So in order to find the 20th term, here are my 20s. They go where the n's go. And I could simplify all of this. I could just choose to put all of this right here in my calculator, and you will get this number. If you're not getting that number, I'm going to remind you of a couple of things. I think we talked about this yesterday, but just in case we didn't, to get this exponent, I have to go find the button that looks like this. It's on the left-hand side of your calculator. I think it's 5 buttons down. This is my exponent. This is called a caret. This is my exponent button. That's how we get those numbers to become little at the top. Exponent. Perfect. And you end up with over 1 million cells. It's a lot. And when you start to get these big numbers, it's really easy to make a mistake. So that's why we like using our formulas. Here are 4 practice problems for you. So again, 11. So 11 is going to go in place of my n's. And as of right now, you can put all of that in your calculator. So if I was finding all of the buttons, I would need the number button 2 times 2. Then you would find your caret. 11 minus 1. Make sure you're using the minus sign instead of the negative symbol. Negative is underneath the 3. The minus sign is off to the right. And you should get G11 equals 2048. You've seen that number. It was the same problem as what we did on the other side. But now try these other ones. You've got B, C, and D to try.
Do I uncheck